Were I further along on a path that I can no more define than I could locate on a map, I would be at peace with her suicide. Absolute presence somehow can facilitate absolute detachment. At any moment, you are everything that you are ever going to be with somebody. Karen and I decided to do a project together. I was interested in language as a visual object. She was making incredibly beautiful, very rich, tiny prints. And we'd been working really hard for at least a week and a half installing this thing in the gallery. And Leslie, a couple of weeks prior, had been in Macy's. We'd seen this black dress and then told me Karen would look good in a dress like that. About 5 o'clock, the opening's at 7 or 7:30. I asked Karen what her dress size was, and she blurted it out, and I split, and she was pissed that I split. And I went to Macy's and I found that dress in her size and made it back miraculously before the opening. And she put that dress on, and we had this opening, did this performance. It was really cool. So that was the beginning of a relationship that we had. She was here two and a half weeks ago. It was a really specialty printing workshop. As the week went on, she became increasingly more bitter. Maybe Karen had expected a little different level of seriousness and instruction. A couple of times she said she didn't like the way she'd been treated by the apprentices who were running the program. And it got kind of more and more agitated. And she was trying to work on these prints, and she had another workshop to go to the following week in South Dakota. She had one more day at Crown Point, and I had to go to work. So we were sort of saying goodbye, you know, and I hung around an extra hour, and we talked, and it got kind of charged. Karen was emotional. I mean, we were standing in my kitchen, you know, and she was crying and happy. She was really happy to be with us. We were really close. We did subsequent art projects in our life together that were really beautiful and rich. So we had kind of a teary parting in the middle of the street, made plans, and both of us kind of knew, well, if we say we'll see you next week, we both know we won't. She wasn't killed, and it wasn't an accident. She made a choice. Her making that choice, under whatever conditions she made that choice, is that kind of fuzzy area where you question everything. Fuck, I could have been there. Why didn't I call her 2 days later? Why didn't I? Because I saw her phone number. She had just written it down. It was a new phone number, new house. And I thought, wow, maybe she's back from South Dakota. I should call her. I didn't call her, and you know, then all that static starts interfering with what I would like to reach as some acceptance of her choice. It's still a very raw, bright memory. The scar will be there, but the memory will grow dimmer, and I'll be able to forgive her more. I mean, that's what I really want to do. The pain must have been really great for her to have made that decision. And she'll never know the pain that those she left behind are suffering. And there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing.